So, I've been seeing a lot of weird videos like, like the snow is plastic, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't melt. It smells like burnt plastic. And you know, I really just want to prove people wrong, but if this actually happens, and this is a car channel, you know, this is not some bullshit post on Facebook. So if this actually, if it does do that, I'm gonna get freaked out a little bit. I'm gonna start looking into it. But if not, which is what I presume, I don't think it's gonna do this because it's snow. It's not plastic. This isn't staged. So I'm gonna take some snow. I'm gonna make a little snowball. Try to get the clean snow, so I'm not burning twigs. I don't want any contaminated evidence. Yeah, that's good enough. I'll just take this leaf out of it. Well, there it is, guys. Mind you that that brown stuff is not, that's not the snow, that's like the leaves that were in it. Look at that. You guys see how there's a puddle of water in there and no damn plastic smell. There's no plastic smell, there's no black smoke, the ice doesn't turn black. Don't believe what you see on Facebook, kids. I'm gonna be wet sanding and buffing this John today. Your boy Mike stopped by on CT again. I'm trying to get this looking kind of like glass as much as I can. So I got a long day ahead of me basically. Travis is coming down a little bit too. I'm gonna work on the SR. Can you even, I really hope you can see this. Since initially the door and like the fender over on this side were the worst because we had to use a different hardener because we ran out. I'm gonna do this first. It's coming down pretty easily with the 1200. I'm using this is like a soft pad. It's like a hard side and a soft side. I'm using the soft side. Got that one over there, and try out this sponge pad and see how that works too. Don't know if that's gonna be good or not, but I like using this one. I'm gonna do the door and the A or B pillar, whatever, first. Both doors, both pillars. There goes that. So basically what I'm looking for is like, if you see like those like little shiny spots right there, you basically just sand it until like those are gone. Just if it's smooth like this over here, you don't keep going over it because you'll go through all the clear. I have plenty to sand. But, you know, I'm not going to be super picky about the spots. Like, I'll probably fix this right here, but everything else is fine. That's with 1200. I'm going to go around the car with the 1200. And then probably go over with 25 and try to buff it out from there. Or go up to 5000, I don't know. I just really don't want to sand that much, but... It's finally starting to kind of feel like, you know, spring-ish, even though it's technically spring. Jake's out here posting up. Dude, Jake works next door with Chris, so he's going to be out here. Mike and fucking Travis are out here.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that was epic, dude.
If my car started, I would have been invited to NASCAR.
He's so salty about it.
I doubt it.
Oh, yeah.
Hurry up and start it, dude.
We're trying.
I have faith in you guys, dude. You guys are, dude, I bet you Mike's nasty with the fucking diag.
I'm not that amazing, but we're trying. We gotta put this intake manifold on, but we have to make new hoses for the IAC to connect over here. Had to make longer hoses because the IAC ports sit differently than they do on the stock manifold.
Oh yeah, I mean Cam had some hoses made up for that.
Yeah.
Because that's what was on it, I believe.
And we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with those two vacuum ports underneath. That one of them has to go to the wastegate.
So that's no, it's not good, but it's not bad. Real quick, simple wet sand. I just did 1200 and then buffed it, and I think I'm comfortable with the way that looks. So I think I'm not gonna go any farther than 1200 on it, because that looks good to me. All right, so this buff is turning out absolutely fire. Of course, it's not like I didn't spend all day wet sanding, so it's not going to be perfect, but that reflection's good enough for me. More than good enough, actually. But this really brought out the flake. It actually made the flake almost brighter. So I don't think I'm gonna finish this by night, but dude, look at the roof. Like, look how good this is coming out. This dude from down here just stopped by and he was like, yo, check out this polish and this swirl remover stuff I got, and it works fire. So I'm using that, and we'll see. I didn't even wet sand the roof. I'm gonna try to not wet sand the hood and see how good that comes out. So I got this side done. This side, the roof, the hood, pretty straight reflection, not bad at all. That is at the point where it is good enough for me. There's a bunch of dust over here, but this side, have to wet sand that. This is where we ran out of a hardener, so we had to use a different chemical hardener that wasn't like for the brand of paint we use. So this side got more peel than that side, like substantially more. So yeah, that has to go. I'm gonna wet sand all of that in the quarter. So I'm gonna wet sand the quarter, door, fender, and why not? I'll just do the rear bumper just because it's not horrible. I guess, yeah, it is kind of bad. That's what happens when you use a shit ton of flake. Like, guys, if you didn't see in the video, there's literally no color in this. The only place that this car gets its color from is the flake. That's how much flake there is. The base coat's literally black, if you can't tell over here, which the reflection looks much better than the other side. Not perfect, again, but you guys saw what I had to do to get it to look even, you know, like this, which is, again, good enough for me. So sun's going down, kind of getting started on this side. As you can see, it's taking it down pretty easily. This 1200, and it is not hard to buff off at all, that 1200. I was gonna go up a lot higher, but the 1200 I think is good. So basically, see how like there's little dots here? The goal is to get everything looking like this, where it's just flat. And do the areas I told you guys about. Try to just make this as good as it can get, because I am getting a livery. I know some of you guys are going to be upset by me saying that, but once you see it, you won't be upset, because it's going to be legit. Jim is nasty with the graphics, so we'll see. It's going to be nothing like any livery that we've had before, so look forward to that. Looks a lot better now. Well, we're gonna go to BK. There's a fucking fly in here, dude.
Dude, there's mosquitoes everywhere around.
We're gonna go to BK, and then Mike's gonna explain when we get back what's good with Travis's car, because they've been busting it on that, and I'll explain why it hasn't been on camera much. Very simple, guys, very simple. You know, me and Mike are out here like normal people, you know, sitting at the table. You know, and Travis, we just realized, is deep over there, because apparently he wasn't invited. You're invited. Come through. He's so salty. Yo, Oren, my boy is pissed. He said he would have drove himself.
I drive to Sanford 3 times a week. It's an hour ride.
Guys are low-key plebs for using the jammies, dude. You gotta use the whole cup lid. Look at that, dude.
Dude, usually I use the
Your shit's gonna overflow, dude.
Yo, you're wasting so many tomatoes right now.
Look, I got 2 fries, dude. The 2 coupons are out here, boy. All right, so we're moved in now because it's dark out. I'm gonna do the quarter panel, the rear bumper. I wish there was a little bit more light in here, but that's fine. And the hood I'm gonna get down to a mirror. So I want you guys to take a real close look at what my hood looks like now, and then you'll see afterwards. Look at the reflection. You see how you can see the peel behind the flake. It's not terrible. Like, you can see the wall pretty decently if you go like this, but you can still see it right there where that line is. See the peel? After this clip, you guys are gonna bug out. So here's your guys' update on Travis's car. Basically, I haven't been filming anything he's been doing, because no one wants to be filmed just pissed off looking at wiring. So there's your answer. Travis, am I lying?
You're not lying.
Okay, there you go. There you go, guys.
It's probably been like at least over a week. I just come here and just get angry with wiring. So
yeah, however, so no one wants to be filmed. But
we may have figured it out. So
progress.
What we did is we were getting a massive battery draw down from 12 amps to like 4 or 6. So we were trying to figure out where it was coming from. So what we decided to do is I decided to pull all the relays. So we pulled them and checked if there was a draw still. There was. So we put them all back, or we left them out. Then we started to pull all these relays here, including the 75 amp one, which is currently out. Pulled all of them, and there was no draw. So we figured out that the draw had to be coming from somewhere in any of these. Travis had mentioned that his 75 amp kept blowing.
It blew, yeah.
This one right here kept blowing. So we tried that one first. As soon as he put the 75 in, dropped the battery voltage. So putting everything back in, minus this, there's no battery voltage drop. So the problem that we're having now is it's somewhere, we've isolated it to the fusible link in the alternator. So now we have to mess with the alternator wiring. Gonna look through some diagrams, look through the FSM, and see what we can figure out, and see where the disconnect is, where the issues are. I'm thinking it's gonna be this white wire right here. I think that definitely has something to do with it, but I have to look into it a little bit more. Or look at the diagram, see if we can get it figured out, and then we can get Travis's car started so we can get invited to stuff.
Yeah.
So.
My car, look, once my car starts, I'll start getting tagged in photos. I'll start getting invited to places. It's gonna be great.
He's salty right now, dude.
It's gonna be real great.
What is your Instagram bio now?
I'm not an intern anymore.
Yeah. So what is it?
I don't know. Go check it. It's No Chill Trav. Go give me a follow. Find out what it is.
Low-key
Shameless plug, dude. He has 2K followers, guys. Follow your boy.
2K,
Dude.
let's get it.
Dude.
So these guys seem pretty confident. Mike's super confident right
Big
now.
realization.
Dude. Okay, so basically this wiring in here is a little bit of a mess. As you can see.
A huge mess.
I'm not trying to throw shade or nothing on anybody. But so what happened is currently he has a wire running to this block down here. He has a starter wire, which is this red wire, which is supposed to be this red and black wire, but it's not. So it's fine because this is running straight from battery power. So the starter's right. However, on here, this white wire, as I said earlier, is clipped. This should not be clipped.
It's actually that.
It's actually right here. You can see on the diagram. So this white wire right there is also that. That should be in there. This red and black wire that he has in here is connected to the positive where it's coming straight from the battery, feeding from the battery, coming up here, is currently taped together to this, and then this goes to the alternator. So this whole red and black wire is completely redundant. We have to replace the white wire, which is, where was it, right? Where was that plug you just had? Oh, right here.
Right.
Pull that out of there and put it connected to the alternator, take out this red and black wire, and it should work.
And then it will be fusibly linked.
It should work properly.
And people were saying something I saw in the forums about a fusible link making it not start.
Yep, that's
like
exactly
making it not have spark or fuel.
That's what we're looking at right now. That should be it, and we're gonna change that out and see what happens, I guess.
Hey,
Sweet.
these guys are out here making moves. Same. These are a lot. This is a lot simpler moves. Side note, guys, look at how many uses the Tarmax has. Look, it's like a lazy Susan, but it doesn't spin. Look at that, dude. I'm about to do a whole seance, dude. It's gonna be a detailing seance. I'm gonna summon the ghost of orange peel. All right, this is my favorite part of Wetsand and Buff. You do this. You get your Ardex 1500. Actually, I was about to say I might have sanded this with 12, but it still works if the pad is coarse enough. You take your freaking pad right here, right? This is the best part. Ooh! You get rid of all that stank, boy. Now you got some poppin' ass paint. Fuck your orange peel, boy.
Dude, you can see you in it.
That's my favorite part of Wetsand and Buff. My guy. That's good enough.
Look at that. You see what's in it.
It's kind of hard to see through the flake, but this paint looks like a party now, dude.
Red confetti gang.
So I just caught my breath. This is taking a long time. I knew it was gonna. It's reminding me of the Miata because this is the same buffer I use on the Miata because the paint came out way worse than this thing did. So it took a long time to buff that thing. This, however, I think I've been here since 2. I probably started at like 2:30. And the side's about to be done. All I'm gonna do next, the hood looks good. I said it before, but I'm still gonna wet sand it. I'm gonna do the hood. Have to do a complete wet sand and buff on the hood, which shouldn't be too hard. Oh, by the way, for anyone concerned about me like running through all the clear, there's literally 5 coats of high solid clear on this. If anyone knows anything about paint, that's a lot of clear. With flake, you're supposed to spray a mid coat. We didn't, so we just cake on the clear, and there's all the room for correction. So hood and back bumper need to be wet sanded and buffed, and then I got to clean it up, which is painstaking. It's horrible cleaning up all this like clear coat, dust, and all that junk. But yeah, it's coming out good.
On your view-wide telemetry through the house check or whatever, and it reads the whole pressure stuff for a flat.
It's coming out real nice. Wires that don't go anywhere. Fucking hack. All this hack. All this like murder. New chassis irons, really.
New chassis already?
Sound like a street bike.
A street bike?
Yeah, in the winter word. So that's the reflection now. After the buffing, you guys can see it looks a lot better. You can see the ceiling now. Before you couldn't see that; it was like clouded. It's really hard to see the reflection with the amount of flake it has, but
It's hard to see it at all on camera. It looks so much better in person.
yeah, I need like a fire camera that like actually records.
Dude, it looks really
Legit.
good in person,
It looks
honestly.
so much better in person.
You guys got to come to the drift events and see the car in person if you don't believe me. Make the drive, even if you live in California, dude. I'll see you guys for a little bit. You guys cop a ride along, dude. See the reflection. There was no reflection before. Now it looks legit. Don says he doesn't do ride-alongs.
Dude,
But
I literally always wanted one of my friends in my car.
I like driving alone.
It's like kind of awkward.
I like driving alone. Like personally, I literally when I drifted events, I take my passenger seat out because I don't want people riding with me because they're just.
I did start to like doing ride-alongs because like a lot of kids at first were like, "Oh, that sucks," and then like a lot.
Yeah, I can't make like people love riding along, but they have a lot of issues. And like I can't even like I gotta back my drivers because like I don't know, I know how it is.